Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today in this video we are going to learn about how to manage or set up our dark mode settings into our smartphone, as well as how to turn it off or turn it on. There are many ways to reach the dark mode settings. So first we will learn about those ways to reach the settings of the dark mode, and then we will talk about how to manage the available options into the dark mode section. So for that, to find out our dark mode, scroll down from the top of the screen. And usually when you buy a smartphone, you are you are usually going to have the dark mode settings into the available shortcut buttons in the notification drawer. Like you can see, between the flashlight and portrait, I have my dark mode shortcut button in the notification drawer. If I tap and click on it, then it will directly take me to the dark mode settings, and I will have the available options here. Now if I go back and again swipe down from the top and click on this icon, then I can easily search by clicking on the search settings, or I can click on this search icon, then type dark, which is dark, and I can see my dark mode at the very top. And if I click on this, it will directly take me to my dark mode settings. Now clicking onto the home button, and again the conventional way is scroll down, click on this icon, and when we scroll down a little bit, we will go to display and brightness option. Here, if you don't find display and brightness, you may be using a different device, so this option may be into the upper or the lower section of the settings, so you have to search it to find display and brightness. And once you find it, or otherwise you can again search from clicking on this icon and type display. You can see if I scroll a little bit, I will find display and brightness option. So like that you can also find this option, then click on it. Finally, you can see under the eye protection option I have my dark mode. Clicking onto it will take me into this particular settings. Now we shall talk about what are the available options for our dark mode settings. The obvious option is to turn it on or to turn it off. So by clicking on this particular icon, as you can see, my screen is turned black. This means the mode is on, and when I again click on this icon, it will turn the mode off. Then I have another option called auto on off. This means if I click on it and set it to sunset to sunrise, then it will automatically turn on from sunset to sunrise. But this requires an active location service turned on into our smartphone. This means when I click on sunset to sunrise, the phone will ask me to enable my location service, which means I have to turn my location on onto my service, and most probably many of the users will not want to do that. So if you click on enable now, then by clicking on this icon you can enable your location, and then you can automatically turn on this particular option. But if you don't want that and you want a custom time for your own self, then click on turn on and custom time. Then here you will find two options. One is start and the other one is end. This means you can set up your own start time and your own end time depending upon your requirement. I don't need a dark mode on my phone, that's why I'm going to turn it off altogether. Now there are other two remaining options. First is dimming the wallpaper in dark mode. This means the screen brightness of the home screen, that is the home screen wallpaper, is automatically adjusted based on the ambient light. All of this means that the wallpapers in the dark mode will be much less brighter. If you want, you can turn it on. If you want, you can disable it. Then third-party app management. Here you can customize any app that will better react with your dark mode, and it requires apps that actually support this feature, but most of the users are not going to use this option, and most of the apps right now are not supported by such services. So these are the basic options that are available on most probably most of the smartphones, and by going through all of these you can better set your own dark mode settings, and that's it.